if I was training him or I was in his corner.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Floyd Mayweather are once again at odds after Mayweather became the latest boxing figure to criticize Davis for his controversial draw against Lamont Roach. Now, Davis is ready to respond, but with so many critics coming at him, he may not have enough time to fire back at everyone.
Well, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. Why the say Terrence Crawford should fight?
Shakur Stevenson, Terrence Crawford, Keyshawn Davis, Kermel Moton, Bill Haney, Devin Haney, and several other boxing figures have taken shots at Davis. Even Ryan Garcia, who previously supported him after his last fight, has now joined the critics. Mayweather was the latest to weigh in, but Davis wasted no time in responding to his remarks.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just my honest opinion. You know, but once again, I don't have no say-so.
For the first time in his career, Gervonta Davis finished a fight without a victory. This was only the third time he had gone the full 12 rounds, with his previous 28 wins all ending by knockout. Many boxing fans believe Davis was gifted a draw and that Roach should have been declared the winner. Mayweather, however, claimed that his comments weren't personal but were based on the controversy surrounding the fight.
Is there like
The last question, guys.
is there like a love-hate ratio, like fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But
More boxing professionals have spoken out against Davis after this fight than they have in a long time. Initially, the matchup against Roach wasn't expected to draw much attention, yet over 19,000 fans showed up, setting a record at the Barclays Center. Despite this, the post-fight discussion has been more intense than any of Davis's recent bouts. Mayweather accused Davis of influencing the judges to secure a favorable outcome, echoing the sentiments of many in the boxing community. Critics argue that Davis should have lost a point for taking a knee in the 9th round, yet no such deduction was made.
You know, when these guys, you know, certain fighters, when they want to fight, our job is to line it up. And us fighters, we're warriors. We always gonna.
Mayweather outright stated that Davis lost the fight, but was saved by corrupt judging. The controversy erupted during a weekend packed with major boxing events. Sandor Martin also faced controversy in his fight against Alberto Puello, where a close decision led to his defeat. However, Davis's situation has been labeled a scandal in the US because the so-called face of boxing managed to preserve his undefeated record under questionable circumstances. His decision to take a knee should have resulted in a point deduction, yet it wasn't enforced.
you know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad.
Oh, you're good, man.
And
Davis later explained that grease from his dreadlocks got into his eyes, affecting his vision. The judges scored it a draw, leaving Roach without the victory many believe he deserved. The situation has become a major talking point in boxing, with Mayweather himself recalling similar controversies he had faced. Critics question the excuse, pointing out that Davis had ample time between his hairstyle treatment and the fight. They wonder just how much grease was used for it to impact his performance so significantly.
I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be.
Davis justified taking a knee by saying he couldn't see and needed a towel from his corner, something that isn't typically allowed. Those skeptical of his claim argue that he had several days between his hair treatment and the fight, participating in press conferences, training, and weigh-ins without any reported issues. The moment happened after a close-range combination from Roach, leading to a fierce debate about the referee's decision not to deduct points. The outcome remains controversial, but history has shown that top fighters have managed to overcome such situations. One of the most famous cases boxing experts reference is Floyd Mayweather's career. Very few fighters were able to trouble him in the ring. Oscar de la Hoya was the only one to win on a judge's scorecard, but still lost via split decision in one of Mayweather's closest fights. No other opponent ever pushed him to a split decision victory, further proving his dominance. Throughout his career, Mayweather was rarely in serious danger and was officially knocked down only once, but not from a powerful punch.
It's called the knockdown. And is something wrong with the left hand of Floyd Mayweather? We're not exactly sure.
In May 2001, Mayweather defended his WBC super featherweight title against Carlos Hernandez. At the time, he was still an emerging star with a 25-0 record. Although he was leading the fight, he took an 8 count in the 6th round, despite not suffering a heavy blow. Instead, he voluntarily took a knee, creating an unusual moment in the bout.
Just the pain from his hand?
Mayweather appeared to be in pain after taking the knee and signaled to his corner that something was wrong with his left hand. Despite the apparent injury, he continued fighting and secured a victory. The referee deducted a point for the knockdown, but it didn't affect Mayweather's performance. He dominated the later rounds and won a unanimous decision at the Van Andel Arena in Michigan. Boxing fans often revisit this fight, with Terrence Crawford recently pointing out that Mayweather's knee incident wasn't caused by a punch.
He'll be a one-armed bandit, though, tonight. Hold on to his title. Instead, he seemed absolutely perplexed. The big right hand's landing now by...
Davis recently claimed that Mayweather wanted him to lose, but ironically, Davis ended up with the first draw of his career, something Mayweather never experienced. Throughout his 50-fight career, only 3 opponents ever managed to push Mayweather to a split or majority decision. His dominance in the ring was unmatched, and even Manny Pacquiao, whom Mayweather called his toughest opponent, couldn't disrupt the scorecards in their fight.
The winner by unanimous decision and still the undefeated super featherweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy.
The first fighter to achieve this was Oscar de la Hoya, who scored a 115-113 victory on Tom Kaczmarek's card in their 2007 bout. However, the other 2 judges ruled in favor of Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather would later secure back-to-back majority decision wins between 2013 and 2014. Canelo Alvarez suffered a majority decision loss to Mayweather, and Marcos Maidana faced the same fate.
The undefeated super featherweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy, Floyd Mayweather.
Maidana managed to secure a rematch against Mayweather, but lost via unanimous decision in their welterweight clash. As for Mayweather and Gervonta "Tank" Davis, their latest feud continues to unfold, but it seems like Mayweather is getting the last laugh after Davis's recent career setback. While Davis is working on a comeback, many believe this situation has dealt a significant blow to his boxing image.
It's gonna be there. That don't make no fucking sense. You don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
In a recent interview with Jay Hill, Davis made some shocking revelations. One of the most controversial claims was regarding Floyd Mayweather, where he exposed some intense behind-the-scenes moments between them. Davis alleged that Mayweather had always wanted to see him lose, and unfortunately, Mayweather nearly got his wish. Now, with another major fight ahead, Mayweather is reportedly trying to distract Davis yet again.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level.
So what really happened? Gervonta "Tank" Davis was once under the mentorship of Floyd Mayweather, but their relationship took a turn for the worse. Despite once being viewed as Mayweather's protege, Davis eventually moved on, improving as a fighter and becoming an even bigger star. Speaking on the Mr. J. Hill podcast, Davis shared details about his fallout with Mayweather and how it shaped his career.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21.
When you look up to someone like Mayweather, you eventually realize they aren't who they portray themselves to be. It's disappointing, and it hurts. That's why I chose to go my own way, Davis said. He also recalled how Mayweather put him in difficult situations, including his first world title fight against Jose Pedraza. At the time, Davis was 16-0, only 21 years old, and hadn't fought in nearly 8 months. He was barely making any money, earning around $10,000 per fight. Davis revealed that Mayweather pressured him into taking the fight, warning that if he refused, he'd be shelved. Financially struggling, Davis was evicted from his home and had to sell his car. He believes Mayweather orchestrated these circumstances intentionally. Davis also shared that he tried to warn other boxers about these tactics, offering them advice so they wouldn't end up in similar situations. I respect what Mayweather did for me, but it felt like he only gave me crumbs, just enough to keep me dependent. He'd throw me $10,000 or $15,000 to help my mom, but that wasn't enough to change anything long-term. I realized he wanted to keep me needing him.
And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, you know? So when they came back and it was like...
Mayweather guided Davis for most of his career, helping him win multiple world titles across different weight divisions and establishing him as one of boxing's most electrifying fighters. However, their split in 2022 marked the beginning of a hostile fallout. Since then, both men have exchanged public insults. Davis now claims that Mayweather intentionally placed him in fights he expected him to lose. Speaking on the Jay Hill podcast, Davis detailed how Mayweather tried to set him up for failure.
He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You like sitting on it.
It's never easy to hear such revelations, but at least Davis has finally spoken out about his past with Mayweather and his promotional company. This has brought back an old chapter in their rocky relationship, one that neither Davis nor Mayweather had publicly addressed before. Instead, it was Davis's trainers who first brought these issues to light.
He's like a son to Floyd. Why would you put him out? How could you put him out?
These revelations paint Mayweather in a different light. Many who once admired his mentorship now see his actions toward Davis in a different context. The recent claims seem to justify Davis's resentment toward Mayweather as they shed light on the challenges he faced under his guidance.
It's a different type of beast, that dad coaching stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's emotions in it.
The relationship between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta "Tank" Davis once appeared unbreakable, often compared to a father-son bond. However, tensions arose when Davis accused Mayweather of banning him from his gym while he was training for his 2023 fight against Ryan Garcia. Although Davis officially parted ways with Mayweather Promotions in 2022, Mayweather publicly claimed that he harbored no ill will.
You know, that situation, boy, it's heavy, you know.
Biggest fight of his career coming up. And you...
Nothing lasts forever. I will always love Tank. I look at him like a son, but he has to do what's best for him, Mayweather said. However, Davis soon began openly criticizing Mayweather, accusing him of unresolved financial issues in Dubai. The situation escalated when Davis claimed Mayweather was stuck in Dubai due to unpaid debts. Since then, tensions have only worsened, and their public feud has intensified. Davis's trainers have now shared their thoughts on the matter, offering deeper insight into Mayweather's actions.
Why? You want him to lose? That's the question. Do you want him to lose?
As Davis continues to shine in the ring, his coaches have started speaking out against Mayweather's actions. Trainer Calvin Ford and assistant coach Kenny Ellis recently voiced their frustrations in a video shared on Ford's Instagram. Ellis directly questioned Mayweather's intentions. If Tank was like a son to you, why would you ban him from the gym? Why would you try to set him up for failure?
Sometimes people do things without thinking, you know. It's like the situation that we supposedly got put out the gym. We kept it quiet.
Ford echoed similar sentiments, sharing that he confronted Mayweather about the alleged gym ban, but Mayweather denied it. Despite this, both coaches firmly believe Mayweather must be held accountable for his actions. Ellis even urged the media to directly question Mayweather about his motives. I'd love for someone to ask him, why did you really ban Tank from the gym before his biggest fight?
We went shopping, hanging out, having fun. I got a phone call. No, I called.
Reflecting on the situation, Ford admitted that while it seemed negative at first, it ultimately became a blessing in disguise. Davis channeled his frustration into his training, and the results were evident when he knocked out Ryan Garcia in the 7th round. It was a lesson within a lesson, Ford said. What seemed like adversity actually made Tank stronger.
He said, oh, hell no, that didn't happen. So I let it go because I'm thinking somebody playing the game until we got back here. And then when we got back here, they said they couldn't let it in the gym.
Ford also shared that after questioning Mayweather, the undefeated boxer continued to deny the allegations. Both Ford and Ellis remained convinced that Mayweather played a role in trying to sabotage Davis's success. Ellis reiterated, I want the media to ask him straight up, why did you put Tank out of the gym? We come from Baltimore. We stay 10 toes down no matter what. The grind doesn't stop.
The gym. We from Baltimore, man. In any situation, we stand 10 toes down. The grind don't stop.
Ford emphasized that the incident motivated Davis to work harder, which led to his stunning knockout victory against Garcia. Their relationship dates back to 2015, 2 years after Davis turned pro. Mayweather discovered Davis during an Adrian Broner training camp and quickly signed him to Mayweather Promotions. He aimed to mold Davis into the next big superstar, and for a time, their mentor-protege relationship appeared unbreakable.
Upset the world, though. Oh, yeah. I like seeing some upsets. Oh, yeah.
However, tensions grew when Mayweather made critical comments about modern boxers focusing too much on luxury rather than perfecting their craft. He even brought up Shakur Stevenson while ridiculing Davis's fight performances. Just days after the highly anticipated bout between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, Mayweather went on a public rant against a group of unnamed fighters, widely believed to include Davis.
Y'all looking at the end results. Y'all not looking at the shit where y'all go look at the interview and Zab gonna tell y'all, with me being champion.
Mayweather criticized these fighters for prioritizing their image over their skill set. Using himself as an example, he argued that many only look at his success without recognizing the hard work and sacrifices he made to get there. And that wraps it up for now. For the best updates on boxing news, events, and the latest moments, subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Until next time, peace out.